Are we gonna breathe a little bit of fire tonight? I hope so, for more than like 20-ass minutes. Let me get my chat going, and then pick up where we left off, around the 21-minute mark. Still a little sour, not gonna lie. Minutes. Oh, I'm saying stuff! Hey, Squirter Monkey, how you doing? Welcome. Welcome to some fiery breath for as long as my computer wants to run. We are live, it says. So, let's, keep going. Hey, Stanley, what's going on? Hopefully I won't get kicked off of my computer tonight. Last time it turned out I needed a Logitech driver that was like half a gig that I needed to download. My computer wouldn't even like, open the NVIDIA thing. Long story short, hours later I was finally able to download it. And here we are, trying this again. So we were going to Arid, but then things got cold. Paul, breath of jalapenos. Stanley, missed you, buddy. Well, thank you, Stanley. Missed you, too. It's about time to be back and healthier and... You know, it's bad enough when I'm sick and I can't get on. But it's another thing when my computer doesn't want to work and I'm powerless to stop it. I was also fiddling with my new laptop. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make that work. I'm really kind of irritated about it. I think it might, I'm wondering if this computer, if they actually swapped out, like, the standard laptop graphics card it came with, and put in a, like, a Chinese knockoff or something, even though it says NVIDIA right on it. Hey, Mr. Dizzle, how's it going? He's back. Haven't been able to watch any of your streams in about a week. Well, I haven't been around. I haven't really been around for about a week, so... I've actually been enjoying your Final Fantasy VIII stream recently. Oh, very nice, Mr. Dizzle. This is one of my most watched ones, Final Fantasy VIII. If anything, I should have tried to not speed I got through Final Fantasy VIII, like, really fast, I feel like. It took me about a week. I really probably could have lollygagged on a bit more, but I didn't. I was really, really fried. I'm gonna get some good medical today, called Moon Rocks. That should bring you to the moon, for sure. Hey, Cecil Nix, how's it going? Let's fight. Fight on YouTube? It seems like the thing to do. I would gladly stage a YouTube fight. Since it gets, I don't know how many views that Joe Weller KSI fight got. But yeah, I am feeling better. I'm still not fully healed, but I'm doing much better. But then after 20 minutes, the stream stopped working, and I got totally bent about it. But so far, so good. Oh, you gots to go. Boo, Squirtered Monkey. Well, you take care. Godspeed, and I'll see you next time. Mr. Dizzle, I feel you. I can play Triple Triad for hours at a time. Yeah, if anything, I probably could have spent more time just screwing around with Triple Triad. Triple Triad's, like, I found is pretty good as far as, like, streaming and just kind of shooting the shit. You just kind of sit there, have, like, a drink or two, and just play Triple Triad. So, as I was saying last time to the... I always get my East and West mixed up. The West, there is a fishing spot where you can get, like, more things, but you need Rod 5. I forget where you get it. Maybe Guntz? I don't remember. But I think it's hard to miss. It might be Tunlin, actually. Toonlin? Stanley, love it. Really good head buzz. PTSD doesn't bother me at all. Oh, very nice. Cecil, get new gear made. Ah, very nice. It's somehow become a House Greyjoy from Game of Thrones and Ursula from Little Mermaid mashup. West is left. Yeah, I suppose it would be. Now, if there's a way for me to get that through my head other than just saying West is left, maybe that will work. So let's continue to use the E key, because it hasn't run out of usefulness yet. Kamai, how's it going? Yeah, Triple Triad for the win. Hello, everyone. Yeah, to your other west. If it's not the first west, it's the second west. Or the west, as some say. So is YouTube fighting going to be the next big thing? Because I'm on board for that. I'm sure I could find another, you know, 1K subscriber to tussle with. Have a nice YouTube shoot fight. But you gotta work it because, you know, that's how you get the views. You can't just have a legit fight, it's gotta be dramatic. Gotta have some interference, steel chair or two. I think I might be able to make this work. This might be my calling. Cecil, yeah, think about it this way, Harv. You live on the East Coast. It's the right side of Canada. Maybe I'll remember. It's like, yeah, I grew up on the right side. Not the wrong side, but the right side. Yeah, that little house there, you can't get it yet. Soon we'll get in it. But not yet. Let's take out this prick goal. Mr. Dizzle, have you ever played Shadow of the Colossus, Harv? I have. I remember recently picked up the remaster. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Such a great game. Didn't know it was remade. But yeah, I did No, I didn't beat it. I bought 2 copies of it, because I bought one, misplaced it, bought another copy, didn't play it, but then watched other people play it. Seems pretty good. I should actually play it myself one of these days, or if nothing else, the remakes. Kay, how's it going? E points east. Thank you. That's all well and good, but in a situation like this where there's no E... Because I know there's, like, the left and right trick, you know? Like, whichever side is the L is the left. Maybe there's, like, an east side. Kinda works on the mirrored image, but anyways. Let's go into this arid town called Arid. Or Arad. I looked for the moving town, but couldn't find it. It's like 2 steps above! Paul, I do the never eat sour watermelons, going clockwise. Actually, now that you mention it, I used to do never eat shredded wheat. I kinda forgot that was a thing that I said. Anyway, this town, I don't think there's really a whole lot here other than they're eating our goats. Stop this worm from eating all of our goats. All 2 of them? I think there's 2 left. No, there's only the 1 left. After that, the goats will be extinct. Bah, indeed. Have you heard about the town that moves around in the... No. No, I haven't. Arid is in a desolate area. An arid one, as a matter of fact. Thank Freddy Fazbear, how's it going? I'm here. Hello, Harv. Never eat shredded wheat. I've always used going clockwise. So I have to go to the stupid gym because I hate my life. It happens. Yeah, I'm not usually going to the gym when everything's all falling into place. It's like, oh, I'm feeling good, doing well, what the hell do I need to go to the gym for? It's when you're struggling that you gotta go to the gym. But, you know, keep at it eventually. You might not feel compelled to go at some point. I heard that the Thief of Crypt stole a rare weapon and hid it. That would be the Rang. The regular Rang. I'm gonna watch you in the new Bruce Lee movie. Oh, WWE Studios' Birth of the Dragon. I had never heard about that. WWE movie, does it actually have, like, a WWE cast in it? Or are they just kinda, like, trying to piggyback off of the, you know, the Dragon series? What's Mega Speedy doing with the Mega Box? He's Mega picking away at it. Because that's what he likes to do. Now let's go in this other colored... tent. The giant sandwort appears with every new moon. I'll give you the fife if you destroy it, okay? Alright. When the sandworm appears, it eats our goats. We have a new moon tomorrow, please wait until then. Any of you guys ever ate goat? I have. And it tastes like how I expected. Tough. There wasn't any hair in it, but I imagined it being like a tough, hairy goat. I could envision the tin can in its mouth whilst eating it. Wasn't my idea of a good time. Can I actually leave right now? I can. Is it still gonna be there when I come back? Or would it be like a month from now, the new moon? No, it's still there. If I was feeling a little more experimental, I'd, like, let the sun come up, but it would probably just make me sleep again. Be like, it's miraculously 2 new moons in a row. Hey, Desiree, how's it going? Welcome back. And I'm actually here, look at that. Jared Martin, how's it going? Is Breath of Fire a masterpiece? I wouldn't say Breath of Fire 1 is a masterpiece. It certainly holds a special place near and dear in my heart. I might be as bold as to say the series is masterful. But the first one is definitely rough around the edges. I'd say it peaked around 3 or 4. I have a hard time... 2's probably my favorite one, but I gotta admit that 3 or 4... 3 or 4 has gotta be the best one. Because I can just smell when I go on to Breath of Fire 2, the random encounters are gonna really get on my nerves. At certain points. Because I don't want to look past the Infinity Dungeon. I don't remember it being that bad, but it is. What am I doing? Attack. Bow, you just do other magics. And, I don't know, you E-key. You E-key the Sandworm, which sounds like the best idea. Need to try this series out. Yeah, for sure. If you can get your hands on it, definitely give it a go. There, and now Mega's gonna do, what, 130 every round? And you just gotta make sure everyone stays healed. Then I'm gonna just attack up Bow. Can I attack up Mega? I don't... Actually, you might be able to. Because I think a slam will do 295 if he's attacked up. If memory serves correctly. Which it doesn't always. Sometimes my memory just flagrantly disregards me. But other times I'm on point. So if it's above 130, it'll be, I was on the ball. No. I'm just lying about stuff. Don't mind me. But hey, we're getting a flat 130 every turn. Which is gonna make mincemeat out of this guy. Mr. Bone Dip, how's it going? Long time no see. The word is that you won't be given the new moon. I gotta take it for myself. I won't just wait around. It's like the brass ring. What incarnation am I gonna do now? Heal somebody else, probably needs some healing. Yeah, like Nina could use some. And we'll make some glorious mincemeat out of the sandworm. Look at this worm meat. I'm trying to think, is this the one with worm meat? No, it's 2. 2's the one with worm meat. That was actually the last episode of Breath of Fire 2 that I did. The one where you have to collect the fresh ingredients, and then I never got back to it because my old computer was just beyond. Just didn't want to work anymore. And then I just didn't transfer everything over to the new computer. But I'm gonna have to soon. Couple days. Things go smoothly. Hey, Big Snoop, how you doing? Greetings and salutations for Big MegaHarv. Let's kick some volcano. Damn right. Let that volcano erupt. This guy'll probably last another 3 turns. I reckon. I really should have saved my marble ones for this. Then again, I can buy marble ones in Agua, and I just remembered that. They're 1,300 apiece, which isn't bad. Maybe a little overkill, but I'll have more money than I'll know what to do with before much longer. There, Sandworm's gone. Doesn't just fall down and die, he retreats. He or she retreats. Yeah, and the hero's all like, I'm gonna pose because I killed the Sandworm. Please take the fife as a gift for my gratitude. Fief? I think it's fife. The fife is in the treasure box. Okay, I'll take it then. You take Fife. Sometimes I take life, this time I take Fife. I also wouldn't mind taking a sleep. Looks like I can push that box, but it's in a corner. So I probably can't do that. But I can probably sleep in one of these tents. I didn't pay close enough of attention. Oh, yeah, here it is. Yes, I'd love to rest for free at your establishment, little gnome dude. Gnome... fella. Yes, I'd love to tell you my story. Well, I figured I would be through Breath of Fire 1 by now. I think no matter what, I'm gonna finish Breath of Fire 1 to 4, even if it runs into March. If I don't get to Dragon Quarter, I'll live. But at the rate I'm going, it's not looking promising that I'll get through all 4 in February. Like, if it's already, what, the 6th, and I haven't gotten through the first one? Now, I'm hoping to pick up the pace at some point. But we'll see. So I gotta play the 5th. Plead the 5th. I thought I just used it. You'll never be able to use this, it said. Maybe I have to... Eh? It's here, though, I thought. No, it's down here. It's down here. You go to that other place later. Shoot the Scorp. That piece of Scorp. Big Snoop, I'm good, my man, and you? I think you feel better, right? I do feel better, thank you, Big Snoop. It took me a long time to come around, though. I was down with that cold flu, whatever it was, for like a week. I normally don't get rocked that hard, but it got me good. Then yesterday, my stream didn't want to stream, and I'm like, ah! But then I updated the NVIDIA driver, like, hours later, and that seems to have fixed whatever the problem was. Now I'm just gonna have to make a point to search for drivers before I stream. I never think of it, but I should start. I love how the mimics in this game just wander around, just like normal. These things have a lot of defense too, so the E key is very useful against them, and they give all kinds of experience, as you can see. But those are kind of a dumb treasure chest monster. It's like, oh, it's wandering around trying to get me. Most of the time they hide in a corner and try to get you. Breath of Fire ones, they're brave. They aren't concerned about trying to trick you into a meal, they just do that. And, I've theorized that that's where you actually get treasure chests from, like mimic shells. Because you never see any, like, treasure chest manufacturers around, but you do see games with mimics. So you must just hollow out the mimic shell and make treasure chests out of it. That's my theory. Hey, Artes, how's it going? Just shoveled out of a blizzard. Seeing a desert is like a good dream. It's funny how that works. If you're too hot, you wanna be in, you know, a frozen tundra. If it's too cold, you wanna be in the arid desert. Now, it's easy to fall around here. I'm probably gonna fall here. I also can't remember if there's... I think there's treasures that I want to get underneath. I totally meant to adjust my white balance, and just realized I didn't. I'll get over it. I just noticed. How that worked. Ah, there's a track. A trap track for an herb. Takes 50 damage. The herb recovers 40. So in essence, it took 10 damage for that treasure. I'm pretty sure no, I'm not here. In any case, if you go around the edges, I forgot the E key. For an E chest. Must be Eater chest. I have it on auto. Not that it even matters at this point, may as well keep it on auto. Yeah, I wouldn't mind fighting, you know, several groups of these guys. You might also notice that the experience you collect is slightly different sometimes. I don't know why that is. Or if there's any reason. If it's like somewhat arbitrary, or if certain enemy groupings just have different experience amounts. I just don't know. But yeah, around the middle parts, you can fall in the 2x2 grids to fall in this trapdoor area, but if you go around the outskirts, you can't actually fall in a trapdoor that way. Are those the weak ghouls? We'll find out. No, they're not. They're mages. Ages of mages. Still went down for the count. Hey, Ralph Gittins, how you doing tonight? So I gotta say, I feel less demented right now because stream's working. And I paid my rent. Because I realized that I was like, I didn't pay my rent. So I paid it yesterday, but like, hey Speedy, what's up? That's Speedy, he's my cat. He's cat, he lives, we're roommates. It's hard to get his half of the rent though. I usually end up having to pay it. But he gives me companionship, so I usually let it slide. Yeah. Get that empty Starbucks thing. Hi, I'm MegaHarv with a cat tail for a face. There we go. Let's use some of these herbs, because we're not going to run out. They're all used. Hey, KJ, how you doing? Ralph, I'm doing great. Glad to be here. Hi, Speedy. Yeah, I'm glad to be back and actually, like, live right now. Last night, my stream went down after, like, 20 minutes. I was not impressed. KJ, so what happened the first 22 minutes? In the entire last stream, for that matter. Yeah, so, last time, we were in Aurea, and basically all we were doing was going to the thief town of Bleak. Not Blake, Bleak. And we went to the inn, with a pouch and got 5 grand for our trouble. And... do I go up here? Is that where I forget. I don't know. That's definitely the way down. But yeah, went to Bleak, got 5 grand. But then we had to trade a bunch of money to get a gold bar to trade for the icicle that was in Bleak, which, for some reason, it's like a, I don't know, a liquid nitrogen icicle. And it makes it so you can actually enter the desert, otherwise it's too hot. So then we entered the desert, and then all we did from there was kill a sandworm that was eating the desert town of Arid's goats. So once we did that, they gave us a fife to go into this crypt, where we're trying to find some ancient treasure. That's pretty much all we've done. We didn't really do a whole lot last night. I so hated these dungeons. See, so it's cold and wet outside, so I'm just gonna not leave the house and do a bunch of squats and push-ups instead. That works. Still workouts. Then you can do some multitasking. There, that was a way down. I'm gonna use a marble 3 here, though. Just because, you know, I'm kinda over the random encounters right this second. I'm sure there's treasure down here. But I might be wrong about that. It's very well possible. Let's make sure. I might just be getting this mixed up with, like, the bottom floor. Because you find the Rang there. You can't get it yet, it's encased in stone. And something else. Another wild Speedy will appear. Hi, Speedy. Sup? Alright. I was incorrect, nothing down here, at least where I looked. But hey, glad they have the Marble 3s. They were, they're MVP of Breath of Fire. Oh no, I'm cursed. Got an iron shield, though. I forget what curses do in this. I especially forget what they do in the second one. I ended up looking it up, and it's something pretty arbitrary. But I forget what they do at all in this one. It might make it so you can't do critical hits, I forget. It's something I'm gonna have to look up. Charm? Yeah. Curse is all gone. Yeah, Speedy uses Tail Whip. It was super effective. KJ, don't you want to level up, though? Like, I mean, kind of. But I've done some early grinding. And there are also monsters here that are the mimics here. They're probably the best for experience at this point. But grinding for levels isn't like a huge deal. In Breath of Fire 1, grinding for levels isn't a huge deal. Because once you get to a certain point, it gets kind of easy to get experience points. And if you know your way around Breath of Fire, it's kind of easy to kind of break it. But earlier I was doing some grinding over by the town of Romero because there's a well there where you can get some of the dragon equipment. But you can fight enemies there that you aren't normally supposed to fight until like halfway through the game. And if you know how to fight them, they give you like 1,300 experience each. I'm gonna fall. No, not falling. Not falling for that. Oh, I want my AP. I'm not sure if I want that dagger. I might in a moment. I will eat these acorns, however. How can you do that with Marble 3s? Not consistently. It's just I'll use the Marble 3s when I'm like, I'm over the random battles right now. I just gotta try not to abuse them. Cecil is a spell that causes the affected character to dodge attacks. Oh, is a spell that causes the affected character to dodge attacks less and decreases the chances of landing a critical hit. Oh, okay. The curse will remain on the character until healed with an item or spell. Well, I was like half right, I guess. Thank you for that, Cecil. Zeo Life, how you doing? Welcome back. So what happened yesterday? Only 26 minutes live stream. I was streaming and then my computer wanted to download like a half of a gig of an NVIDIA driver, and it just was having none other of my computer tasks. It was like hours later that it would even let me do it. But then once it got downloaded, everything seemed to work okay. Kind of annoying. And Scrubby Fed, welcome back. Hey, Big Snoop, the most important thing is our health. Yeah, damn right. Unfortunately, we feel sometimes that nothing will break us because we're like God, and then some flu will make us back to reality. We are just human. Yeah, it kind of sucks to be brought back to reality, but it's a good, a reality check will do anyone good every so often. Hey, Patrick, how you doing? Welcome back. And Jaden, what's going on? It's funny, I ironically joined the stream 1 minute after Patrick. There it is. It is worthwhile to grind AP later on. One of my favorite sources joins the party. Exactly. Joins the party because she needs to learn her spells. Not only that, I'm pretty sure I'm 99% sure, she levels up faster than everyone else in the game. And then I'm gonna wind up doing fusion with another character to have like one really bulky character, the super good magic user, then we got the hero that has the broken dragon attacks, and then just whoever you have for leftover stew, depending on what fusion you use. I can't remember for sure where the first one is. That might be in Guntz. But I'm pretty sure you need the fish dude in order to... The fish dude and bow, I'm pretty sure is what you need. Is this the right way? Yeah, it is. Well, if I like to hang out here... Oh, hang out away, by all means. Make yourself comfortable. Yeah, right up here, it's going to show the boomerang and something else. Yeah, these guys give you like 1,000 experience. I keep forgetting to use the E key. E chest, you should use the E key on it. You think it would be immune to the E key, but... E key is, penetrates all. Actually, there might be a bonus in battles that you finish in the first turn. I might be making that up, but I don't think I am. One way to find out. Actually pay attention. Although I can't promise that. Fred, same. Would you recommend me playing the game? I'd recommend giving it a try, for sure. This would probably, like, if you're to play them, I'd say play them in order. If you can help it. Oh no, Mega's dead, but he got some headgear for his trouble. Let's use another life. And some healing. So, Breath of Fire 2, does the game start with some dog-faced creature thing with a crossbow? Named Bow or something? Bow. Yeah. Yes. Or maybe it's this one, because you have a dog character named Bo. Yeah, they did that in this, where... This one has the wolf character named Bo, but they also have a dog in the second one named Bo. I'm guessing it's Bo, it might be Bow, but this one's Bo, he's probably also Bo. But yeah, no, you're not wrong. That's exactly what they did. But yeah, there's the Rang. You'll want to come back and get this as soon as possible. I presume. Okay. Ralph agreed. Capcom should do a remake of this, like they remade Mega Man for Mega Man 11. That'd be a good place to start. I feel like they could make a pretty solid RPG like this style, like just basic. Like somewhere between Breath of Fire 2 and 3. Because I'd love them to have the Marble 3. Smash the rock. Then you'll be able to take the Brang. Oh yeah, I have the Rang. This is the B-Rang. The Bi-Rang. Because the next one's the Tri-Rang, so this must be the Bi-Rang. Do I need to heal? I never did actually equip that headgear. I should. Put this gear on your headgear. Yeah, I think that's better. Can either of you equip the sun hat? Yeah, you can. A little slower, but yeah, that's good. That will be satisfactory. I don't think there's a boss here. Now that I'm giving it some consideration. Oh yeah, it's this eye dude. Never mind. I forgot about him. Stop right there. Another intruder slipped past me, but you're not so lucky. Why didn't you go after him? Is there a reason? Eye Guy? I forget what your name is. I'm gonna call you Eye Guy. I Spy, that was it. It's close. I fry with my little Thunderbolt spell. Yeah, let's just attack up Bo and get it over with. Yeah, this thing will slowly start to lose eyes as you do damage. Do I have Marble 3 right now? Because if I do, I should just... Actually, I should save it. I do have one. It's not like I really need it, so... Oh, wait. It'd be better off to use it in the Dragon Trials. Otherwise, they just take forever. It's just back and forth. You just gotta be strong enough, and or have enough healing. It's really more having enough healing. E-key. You're floating, but E-key. There, one of the eyes is gone. Two of the eyes are gone. I see. The E key's starting to get almost not great. Because he's iced. Iced. I don't get it, I'm sorry, I wish I did. Sonic wasn't remade, just a better... Oh, Sonic wasn't remade, just a better model. Oh, like Sonic Mania? Yeah, okay. I actually like if they did use the 2.5D like Guilty Gear does for Breath of Fire. I think the only thing I know about Guilty Gear is there's like a cross-dresser in it. Bridget. I think that's all I know about Guilty Gear. I'm sure I've played it, I just don't remember it that clearly. But I think it was out on like Dreamcast, PS2 and stuff, so I must have looked alright. I just don't remember the style off the top of my head. I'm guessing hold's not gonna work on a boss. Because it's Super Nintendo era, and it probably won't. Knocked one of his eyes away, though, even though it did no damage. However that makes sense. Shoot him. Shoot him and E key again. Yeah, Bridget, she's hype. Oh, I and bias combined. Big Snoop. By the way, Harv, your CPU name? Because I'm going to upgrade my CPU from i5 7500 to i7 8700. And I really recommend you go with this CPU. If you're looking to play all kinds of games, plus editing video. Yeah, I have a pretty, like, my desktop is pretty, like, it's not terribly strong. Like, the graphics card's not awful, it's a budget GTX 1050. I'd probably attribute that to its power more than anything. But I have, what, like an AMD 2 processor, like 8 gigs of RAM. Now, the computer I just bought's an i7 of some sort, with 16 gigs of RAM, but I'm having some sort of issue with the graphics card. I can't quite figure out what the issue is yet. I might have to take it into a shop to figure it out. I'm thinking what might have happened was when the person brought the... like, came in to sell it, they swapped out a... like a knockoff graphics card or something. But, like, Breath of Fire runs on it okay, but Final Fantasy IV on Steam, it's unplayable. It's barely unplayable. But something with an i7 and 16 gigs of RAM should be able to run Final Fantasy IV for Steam. So, no, that probably didn't really answer your question, but... I'll be fed. I'm working through Final Fantasy IV SNES Japanese version right now, 5 hours into the game. Just about to go into the Tower of Zod. That might be a little difficult with, the Maga Sisters. But if you know all about how, like, wall reflecting works, it won't be so bad. But yeah, my computer, it's not that great, and it's not, just a lot of tinkering and a lot of, like, for instance, when I first started streaming, my bitrate was probably around, like, I don't know, 1500. It's now at, like, 300. Although, I'm probably about due for, like, a factory reset on my machine. Because it just keeps running worse and worse and worse. Hey, Dart, how's it going? Did you get your... ah, damn it. Did you end up getting your cam issues sorted? Let's eat an apple. An apple a day will keep the eye spy away. Well, fine then. I'm just gonna do this. Eat another apple. Then I'm just gonna kill him. Even though the other two won't get experience points. Because I don't know, I might not survive otherwise, because he's gonna do that every turn. I could use the life twos, I guess. I was gonna do it next turn, but oh well. No big deal. Mega's the one you want leveled up anyways, for the Dragon Trials. Big Snip, you need then to upgrade your GPU. Oh, is that right? GTX 1060 6GB. Make it play any game on high setting in 1080p, 50 FPS. I have this card, by the way. Ah, okay. Because I have to see if I can get one cheap. Because this graphics card I got was kind of like a last second thing, because before I was streaming, my computer just crashed while I'm like, well, there goes my everyday uploads. So I ended up going out buying like a laptop, like another laptop, but it doesn't really play games. It runs the internet okay, but it's a little too choppy. So I ended up just getting that graphics card in question. It seems to work okay. There might be some settings that I could tinker with in NVIDIA that would make it run better. I haven't really played around with those settings too much. It might be worth my while. But I know there's way... Like, this is a pretty low-end graphics card as far as, like, NVIDIA goes, but they seem to be pretty decent all in all. Yeah, I'm more than human, that's why I beat you, I Spy. No, that's no webcam. No, it doesn't work. Computer told me it's faulty. Ah, okay. Turn it tomorrow, get a new one. Like the cheaper one or like another one? I just find it weird your computer won't register it, because mine works fine. So I don't know if it's just that one in particular doesn't... just busted for some reason. But if it's not working, it's not working. Best case scenario, I would try to, like, trade in one. And if the second one doesn't work. But at that point, it's like, do you really want to go back a third time? Oh no! What am I going to do? I can't swim. You can fly, can't you? Not really. Sort of. I can fly better in this one than any of the other Breath of Fires that I know of. Ah. The card will cost about $365. That's not bad, really. If it meant that I could play anything I wanted, that'd be worth it. I'm sure it's not that conspicuous blue chest that is clearly not attached to the ground. Oh, look at that. That trap is too simple, it'd only catch a fool. Last time I played this game, I totally gave Karn Krillin's voice. I probably won't do that this time. Karn, I almost drowned looking for you. What's going on? How do you... You don't know him other than you saw him in that jail cell that time. Don't act like you're best buds. Someone is trapped in the safe in Aurea. Can you open it? I can open anything if you bring me the book from the tomb. Okay, why don't you come with us? You guys go ahead. I'll wait here. Come on, don't wimp out. Okay, come on. Let's come on. Sorry, it's that one particular, I think. All I get is a black screen. Update the drivers, plug in every USB port my computer has. It's the same thing. I can't remember, did you say, like, is it a Windows device or Mac? I don't know if that would matter. It just... Mine generally works. And if it doesn't work, I just plug it in and plug it right back into the USB and then it will work. So I don't know what happened, that sucks. You come along, Karn. There we go. Karn joins the party. No relation to pro wrestling for the NES superstar Kin Corn Karn that I know of. Let's get Karn in front. So, oh yeah, and also, gotta give him some sort of equipment. Like, I think that dagger's better than whatever he's got equipped. Yeah, considerably better. And it's better than the nice hat. That's probably fake and cursed. So I'm not gonna equip it. And it doesn't look like you can Oh, you can equip a shield. Well, here you go. Merry Christmas, Karn. Snip, yeah. Cameraman, I play Battlefield 1 on high setting, 1080p. 60 frames a second. Yeah, that would... that should be more than enough for like, Super Nintendo and whatnot. That being said, like, I do want to eventually play more, like, labor-intensive games. Like Final Fantasy 15, for instance. I don't need it to be, like, 4K or anything, but being 1080 would suffice. I'm getting a retro rebate check at my work, so I don't know. I don't know right now. I'm gonna get my first part-time check in a couple days. Then I'll be able to decide whether, like, how exactly I'm gonna go about spending my money. Not that I have a boatload that I need to buy, but my car just started to act up, and I have no idea how much it's gonna cost. I more or less know what's wrong with it, but I don't know how expensive it'll be. These things are good to fight, they're worth a lot of points too. Experience points, as a matter of fact. Picks up sound oddly enough, that is odd. Yeah, but if you can't get video, it kinda defeats the point. Yeah, agreed. Otherwise, you just get, you know, audio software. New magics? No. None. Zilch. Nada. Bupkus. I might have stole that from Seinfeld, I can't remember now. I always love that when I will, like, regurgitate something from TV that I've heard. But I'll do it for so long that I eventually forget that I, like, stole it to begin with. Like, thinking, yeah, I'm so clever saying these things. It's like, oh yeah, I never came up with this to begin with. See, so my emergency brake exploded on me recently. $80 fix. That's lucky. Thought my car was dead forever. Oh, sometimes I'll break out into cold sweats, and they're just like, yeah, we just took this fuse out. No, $19, enjoy. Like, oh, thank you. I mean, I could at least get those. I want to start Marble 3ing, but it's giving me all of these enemies with copious amounts of experience, so I don't want to kibosh that. Might exchange it for exactly the same thing if they still have the same one. I mean, it'd be great if there was a way you could hook it up and be like, see if it works in store. Just to save you the trip. For the new one. Probably won't have that. I always find it endlessly frustrating when I buy, you know, anything that's over like $100 and it doesn't work. Like, I thought I got what I paid for. Like, I mean, $100 car, you get what you pay for. But, you know, you get what I mean. But yeah, a cheaper one would probably do just fine. And for the time being. But since you're into the photography, you might have a higher standard of cam quality than I would, for instance. Because I'm not sure what, like, a budget cam would do now. I just know I got an HD cam, like 2012, and I only stopped using it like last year. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use another Marble 3. Unless I have none, then I'm not using one. Yeah, I got some left. Gonna have to get some more of those soon. I just want some of these treasures, you know? That's so wrong. Let's go this way. Yeah. Just remember that all cards sold on Amazon and Newegg are expensive because of mining. Yeah, I've heard to watch out because of the, like, Bitcoin mining. That graphics cards specifically are, like, crazy expensive right now. Well, that was just a big ol' lap. Hey, Limited Sanity, how the hell's it going? Yeah, for whatever reason, I'm not sure if I've ever ordered anything off of Amazon. Because at the time, I didn't know how to buy anything off of Amazon, like, without a credit card, and I didn't have one for the longest time. And now I just don't buy stuff off Amazon. I recently was looking on Newegg about stuff, but I wasn't looking at anything new. But I'm definitely a tightwad when it comes to, computer parts. Hey, Jeff Brooks, how's it going? Harvin. Limited Sanity. I can complain, but won't do me any good. I hear you there, brother. So you can't complain. Oh yeah, you can. But yeah, just usually doesn't help. Maybe some strategic complaining, but that's about it. So you need to look for MSI GTX 1060 6GB card because that card sold just for $365. You know, I'll have to keep my eyes peeled. Maybe I could luck out and get one on a sale or something. But like the worse my computer works, the more inclined I would be to get another card. So I suppose actually just where do I go this way? Is this the way I wanted to go? I can't go that way. I don't know. I have to come back here anyway, so it's not like it's a big deal. Don't have to, but I'm gonna come back here for the Rang. So I don't really need to fine-tooth comb it too much at the moment. Yeah, let's keep the marble off. I presume it's marble. I don't know what other word it could be. Mirage Ball? Oh, it's just here. This is what I was trying to find. There, we have 4 party members. Ah, you're not the treasure I want. That'll be coming shortly. Jeff, good. I'm here for the RPG inspiration material while I work on mine. Good call. Love the soundtrack. Yeah, I'm down with the Breath of Fire musics. It was one of the first RPGs I remember, like, having music that would switch in the middle of the game. Because for those of you that don't know, we get new battle music very soon. Probably this episode. I'll be surprised if we don't this episode. And even, like, the, like, world map music as you go along, it changes up. But yeah, I agree. Breath of Fire music is top-notch. Little toe hurts, I have no idea why. Try Newegg. I'll just keep an eye on it, but yeah, 365, I'll be sure not to go below that, should I find a suitable card. This is some kind of program I can download that might fix the webcam. I think it's a hardware issue, though. Yeah, I doubt there'd be a program that I know of, anyways. News to me. There's 2 stairs? What's here? Or is this where I came up? Yeah, that was totally where I came from. Like, there's no point in me beating it into the ground, but I can't tell you how happy I... knock on wood, how happy I am that the, stream seems to be working tonight. It just seemed to be a driver issue. But I was worried that it was more than a driver issue. Because the last time that I had a stream that I just could not get to come back up, it was during my Final Fantasy VII playthroughs. Now, all these treasure coffins, all these coffins, the only way to pass this area, you have to look at all of them. That's the trick here. It's not really clear. But it is. Hey, Mame, how you doing? Well, Harv and all, long time no see, right? How are you doing? So yeah, worked half a day. Better than no day. Yeah, and I'm back. Feeling better. Stream seems to be working. Keep her going. See, so can you do the party whip in this like an Earthbound? Not, like, with the same amount of, like, it doesn't have the same snap to it. Like, you can still do it, and thank you for reminding me about the party whip. Because, like, you can still do it, but it's kind of slow. Earthbound is one of the better party whip games. But yeah, was it just Cecil and I that would do the, be like, do-do-do, the old party whip. Because, you know, they follow you around to the ends of the earth. And, well, some games eventually figured out it's like, hey, get a step or two ahead. And then they don't move. Like, I think... was Chrono Cross like that? I keep forgetting to use the earth thing. And I always found the party whips to be more, the more characters are in the whip. Like, just the more build-up there is. Yeah, I should totally be party whipping way more than I do. I had no idea how to explain it, so I'm glad you knew what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I hadn't thought about the party whip in I don't know how long. But I'm glad you brought it up. Because yeah, that's all you needed for me. Hey, glad to hear that, Harv. Good for you. Well, thank you very much, mate. But yeah, there's just, you know, stuff like that in games that it entertains me way more than it should. There was a period in Final Fantasy X where I would run in a circle a lot, and I would say, running in a circle, running in a circle, and I would run in a circle. That's just what I did. Might have been another party whip game. I forget now. The things I forget. Because before I started playing Breath of Fire again, I went back and watched, like, my 8-year-old video, and I was, like, listening to myself. It's like, I remember things. Imagine that. And even in like, when I took my 4-year break and came back, even then I'm like, how did I remember all this stuff that I remember? But I was still listening to me and being like, how do I remember that? And now I'm playing it. I guess it's more like, I kind of remember this stuff when it's, like, right in front of me, but otherwise, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm just all stuffed in these 20-year-old folders in my brain. Magical healing. Yeah, I don't think I actually told this story yet. Maybe I did in the first episode, but I forget, so I'm saying it again. But Breath of Fire, this first one, was one of, like, the, like, holy grail games for me to get. Like, it was, at a time, it was the game I wanted the most that I couldn't get my hands on. And, like, eventually I discovered what emulators were, and I ended up playing through it. But then I ended up owning it, because I found it at a local game store. But I used to have, as a teenager, and younger, I used to have dreams where, like, whatever game I wanted real bad, I would dream that I went to the store and found it, but then I would wake up and I wouldn't have it, and I would be annoyed. That probably happened to be the most with Breath of Fire and Super Punch-Out, but an honor goes to Disgaea, where I dreamt that I bought it, then I dreamt that I woke up, and then dreamt... Well, yeah, I dreamt that I woke up, and in my dream, where I had woke up from the previous dream, I went and bought Disgaea again, and then I woke up again, but for real that time. I'm like, this is completely stupid, so I just... Next time I went to that store, I'm just like, can you order me this game? And they did, and it was no problem. Because it was still kind of new at the time. But it's like, oh yeah, just two, I'm guessing that I looked at this already. I don't know, though. Let's double check it. Say what? Seriously, I remembered all 24 crew members in Skies Arcadia. Where to get them? I couldn't tell you where to get one. Not one. It might come back to me if I were to start playing it, but for me to try to pull it out of my brain right now, not happening. I only beat Skies of Arcadia the once, I believe. I started playing it a handful of times, and I watched other people play it. I really liked it when I played it. That's another one of eventually I will get around to streaming Skies of Arcadia. And if I do, it'll be the GameCube version. It's just easier for me, seeing as, you know, I have it and stuff. Here it is. The casket is the book. Since you figured out the trap, you already have great skills. Karn gains confidence. Now he's confident enough to open... anything, I guess. I did it! I'm the greatest! You're like the cat, Ernest Miller. Save it, Karn. We gotta get back to Aurea. Okay, I just want to have my moment of triumph. Just an aside, I get the bands Triumph, Journey, and another band mixed up. Triumph, Journey, Foreigner, I think I get them all mixed up. Just because they're like one name, like Journey and Foreigner, it's like, yeah, that's both kind of like travel-y sounding. But Triumph is like, well, maybe when you get to your destination, it's triumphant. Yeah, I feel bad for those who bought Bitcoin last month. Because the price of one Bitcoin down from, yeah, 11,000 to 6,000. Damn, imagine, Harv, if this was happening to you. I know, that would have been awful. It's funny you say that, though, because I've been investing in another cryptocurrency, which is tanking right now, by the way, but I'm not putting that much money in it, that I've, like, ruined myself or anything. But I was switching from Ethereum to Funfair is the one that I was investing in. But the last time I went to get more Funfair coins, I bought Bitcoin by mistake. And then it just wouldn't let me trade it again because I didn't buy enough. So I'm like, fine, I'll just hold on to the Bitcoin. Then like 3 days later, it goes down to like $50. I'm like, oh, good. But it's like, you know, them's the breaks. Useful. Yeah, I got Disgaea too, just because it was behind the counter and expensive. I had no idea what it was. Good choice though. I played my fair share of that at your place. I know I at least beat it, and I was doing the New Game Plus stuff in the, like, the item world. Something like the item world. Useful. The GameCube version has the additional collectible side quest for things called Moonfish. Pretty early on, you get an item that drastically reduces the encounter rate. Yeah, plus the already lowered rate. That's the one main thing I remember from the GameCube one. If there's one gripe I have about the Dreamcast Skies of Arcadia, it was its random encounter rate was too frequent. But the GameCube one fixed it, and apparently there's also an item that fixes it even more, so that's pretty good. Because it makes flying around the world to get discoveries and crew members so much easier, yeah, since you don't have to wait until you can fly over the clouds. I remember loving flying over the clouds. I got so, like, paranoid about getting into random battles. It's like, unless I'm going, like, straight down, if you can even, I forget. But, like, I tried to make my attack area, like, as narrow as possible. If that happens to me, I'll eat my weed, not just smoking it. Hey, Ted. Farming the currency is free. Yeah. Buying it is different. Yeah, and I don't have the money to invest in, like, any of these mining cards. Or rather, I don't have the inclination to mine. In retrospect, probably should have, you know, 5 years ago, but... You know, if hindsight was foresight and all of that. I don't know why I did that, I was just, yeah, focus on them. Yay! Kodo, how you doing tonight? Look at me, I'm like live and stuff tonight. I'm not sick, the stream's working, hot diggity. Hey, we're also getting some grind in here now with these G slimes and the E chests. Yeah, 3 of these gold slimes is probably your best experience you can get right now. Or even for a while. I'm pretty sure in the final dungeon there's enemy groupings that give you less than that. Oh, the experience growth table in this is a little wacky. I seem to remember it being better in 2. Or a little more balanced. Unless you break the game like I'm going to when I play Breath of Fire 2. I keep saying break it because I'm not really going to break it. You can really break Breath of Fire 2 if you want. I'm only gonna half break it. I'm gonna give myself a very big leg up. Probably around the middle of the game. And that should coast me through the rest of the game. Because it's probably not even quite the middle of the game. You can get a super powerful optional character who's probably 10 to 15 levels higher than everybody you have. Then you want to take them to a secret island with, like, the strongest enemy groupings in the game. And a lot of them have a trick you can use to kill them in, like, 1 turn. You'll see that in about a week. We're gonna have a lot of fun getting overpowered. I could use, because you can farm like attack up and like defense up items. I'm not gonna do that probably. I might change my mind, but I doubt it. Yeah, don't jinx it, Harv. Yeah, really. Yeah, it's running almost too smoothly. It's a lot of it probably had to do with the new driver, because it was a huge driver. It was like half a gig. That seems like a really big one to me. And the computers worked great ever since I got it on here, so... Fingers crossed we won't have any issues for a while. But I find the only times I really have issues with my computer is when an update has to be downloaded. It's like, it was working fine. Leave it alone. Although there's probably a way I can turn off updates somehow and it might work okay, I don't know. I feel like the next logical step for me is to try to tinker with like the graphics card settings themselves. There might be some nuances there that I overlooked. I feel like we should be cleaning up all kinds of levels right now, but I'm not sure that we have been. Oh, Aertes, very nice. The most rare SNES game I wanted and ever got was Ogre Battle, March of the Black Queen. That's a good find, which is never on sale in stores, but my friend worked a video rental which had one. Just paid him for it, and kept instead of letting them rent it out. Oh yeah, there's definitely some, like that wasn't exactly, but like, Clay Fighter's Sculptor's Cut. I made a point to try to find used stock of that, because I had a feeling that it would become rare, and it did. Now I'm not sure where it is. It's in one of 2 places. If Cecil doesn't have it, I know where it is. I can't remember if I can just warp out. Although it seems like there's a higher concentration of strong enemies at the bottom. Okay, it is a big driver. So it's almost like that one place behind Final Fantasy IV Mount Ordeals. Oh yeah, like how is this sort of like a... like there's a... like a gimmick to it. The problem with mining, you need a lot of card and motherboard and PSU. Yeah, and let's not forget the cost of electricity. Well, yeah, it's like, okay, you mined a Bitcoin, but if you spent like 10,000 on a graphics card and God knows how much electricity, are you really ahead? I know you wouldn't really be mining by yourself. From what I understand, those that do mine Bitcoin tend to be in like a slush fund. I think slush is just one of the funds. But I hear that's the way to do it. Like, to find a Bitcoin by yourself is not likely. If I understand it correctly. Ah. And so I just paid him for it and kept it instead of letting them rent it out. Yeah, I never got Ogre Battle. That's probably the best game on the SNES that I don't own. By my standard. They also have the PS1 version, which I think is identical. And then Ogre Battle 64. It's a good thing that just kind of spits me out. Okay, so I'm going to... warp to Aurea again. I could go through the Bleak Aurea dungeon and get some stuff. Is there any point in getting that stuff? Yes, there totally is, actually. Because that's where the other gold bar is that I need. So let's go to Bleak first. And let's just... I forgot about that until just now, so let's retroactively... not retroactively, but... do it! A big driver. Like college student riding around a big wheels Jeep. That was horrible, I apologize. Apology accepted. I mean, there's a place behind Mount Ordeals where you can fight monsters. Oh! That you're supposed to fight later. I don't think I ever actually realized that. Although I think someone might have mentioned that to me and I was like, oh, is that right? And then promptly forgot. So I know like Final Fantasy 1, there's like that Hall of Giants or whatnot. And, I thought there was another well, kind of, like the Triangle Island in 6, sort of. Like, if you go there in the World of Balance, it's tough hombre. That integer, whatever he's called. I mean, if you're playing the Game Boy Advance version, where you can't vanish X-Death him, or rather, X-Death him. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can find the gold slimes here, they just don't generally appear. But they do show up. Excuse me. And this would be the best place to grind before you get the crypt, as far as that goes. I'm sorry, I must. Oh, come on, it wasn't that bad. $60? What do you... How dare you do 60 damage to me? Where do you get off doing 60 damage? Although once I get back in the dungeon area, I'm gonna use Marble 3s, because I won't be fighting these things in here. Yeah, we've gotten a couple of levels here and there. I might... well, I'm gonna have to go back there soon anyway. Yeah, not really. It's like, hey, X stuff. So how many Final Fantasy games do I have on the go right now? 3? I think I have 3, yeah, I have 3 Final Fantasy games. I technically have 2 The After Years playthroughs right now, but I'm not gonna count them. Ah, you tricked me. I thought I was gonna block them there. Yeah, Final Fantasy 5, 6, and the After Years. And if I ever want to go back to 4 and fight Protobabble, which, I don't know, I probably won't at this point, but maybe. If I'm bored and feel like it. Marble 3... But I don't know, if I wake up... No, tomorrow I definitely won't play any of the After Years. Thursday I might play some of the After Years. And Friday, maybe. Because I want to get the After Years wrapped up. I also want to play Mega Man X7 and X8. I've really left a lot of my Mega Man fans in the lurch. I didn't really mean to, it just kinda... I didn't get my Elgato... I have it now. I didn't get my Elgato part, like, forever. Then I got sick. Then I was just behind. So... what can you do? I'll get around to it eventually. And then I'll play other Mega Man stuff. And other things. Yeah, there's the gold bar right there. I'm gonna use another Marble 3. Just fight him. Oops, I'm too used to Discord. Oh, is that normally, is that like the action command, what you just did there? Because I'm still kind of a Discord noob, like I have a Discord, but it's like the most, like I don't know what other things I should be doing to it, outside of make, like emoji for the chat. I also heard you can make like YouTube emoji chat, YouTube chat emoji, which I should do. Like if nothing else, have like a large one. The hell am I doing? More Marble 3s. Oh, what? There's another way to mining. You need to buy an ASIC PC. It's a very small PC. It's so strong in mining, and the cost is between 2,000 and 5,000. Check it out, Harry. That doesn't sound insane. Like 2,000 for something if it's like a potent machine for that. And like and electricity comes with my my place. Now I imagine if I was using tons of it, they'd be like, okay, you have to pay more now, eventually. But so ASCII PC. Okay, so it's like, yeah, okay. I should be able to remember that. It's like ASCII, but ASCII. Just kind of like garbled up. Oh, it's a crossout for text. Okay, I never knew how to do crossout text. Like, I've seen it around, just never knew. That was really all I... Yeah, I guess so. I could buy more Marble 3s, but now's really not the time. Because I'm gonna be doing some flea marketing here soon. And I'm not prepared at all. I should be, but I'm not. I just kind of forgot that was coming up. But the main thing I want is the Dark Dagger. I'm not 100% sure now if I can get it yet. I forget now. It's been too long. Daughter's locked in the safe. Please save her from the safe. Anyway, I'll just buy some, I'll just do some C flea marketing. But there's like 3 separate areas in the game where the flea market items become different. But the best item in the game for Karn is the Dark Dagger, and you get it in the flea market. And I'm pretty sure it's the underwater one. You'll see soon enough. Chef Brooks, make a flea market vid. Well, that's the thing. I made one like 4 years ago, but I forget. Excuse me. But I forget the, like, the specific items that I want, other than the Dark Dagger. Not that you really need them. I meant to, you can move. I want all of those treasures. It's actually my, I think, second most watched Breath of Fire video. Because my most watched one is the first one, which has, like, I don't know. Actually, my most watched one is, like, one of my live streams, so thank you. But outside of that, my most watched one's around 100 views. And then the next one's the flea market one, which is at, like, I don't know, 80 or so, well, since the last time I checked. Kodo, coup de grace is the like button. Why, thank you, thank you. But yeah, I meant to re-familiarize myself with the video I did, and then I just promptly forgot to. But it's not a big deal. I saved her though. What's the problem? Do I just go to the ship now? Maybe that's what I do. KJ, which Breath of Fire is supposed to be awful? Is it 4? Well, 6 is awful, but 5 was the awful one before that. But I think if I were to play Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter now, I think I would be okay with it. Maybe not, but I think I would like it okay. Because I had no tolerance for, like, games that would force me to restart for any reason. And that was one of them, so... Richman Ross owns it. What did I do wrong? I saved... Did I actually have to put the hero in the front row? Maybe I did. Big Snoop, you can say you'll have 5 to 20 Ethereum in just one day, depending on the power of the SNES PC. Good God. Yeah. Even if it was just 5, that would pretty much pay for itself, like, immediately. Hey, AZ Lionheart, how you doing tonight? KJ, so the first 4 are okay? Yeah, any of the first 4, I'd say you'd be safe. It's the 5th one they started to go, like, off the rails of the style. Which Breath of Fire always kinda did, like, they would change a lot in each given game. But yeah, I would say 5 is when they really start to turn, and then 6, they're like, eh. I guess the soundtrack's pretty good. And like the fishing game is alright. What? What? Do I have to go upstairs? I saved your daughter. So I thought at some point I, like, talked to his wife, his undead wife. Hey Z, doing well, thanks, Harv. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Probably fit. You did everything wrong, Harv. Yeah, probably. We'll just... yeah. The sooner you come to terms that you're doing everything wrong, the happier you'll be. Yeah, I'll have to give that a Google. The ASCI PC. Does anyone actually understand how cryptocurrencies even work? Not really. I don't really, like, other than they also count as money. That's about the extent of my understanding of it. And there's some way that the transactions are permanently saved to the blockchain. But I don't know tons about it. But hey, if I can mine load boatloads of Ethereum, then the hell am I doing? What are these? Cure and an herb, probably. G Tierra. I'm pretty sure it's just, pretty sure it sucks, but it's worth like 20 grand to sell it. Or 10 grand, it's worth a lot. Although, going back to the thought of, like, the flea market video, it might not be a bad idea to just have, like, a separate one. Like, I kind of shoehorned it in with a Let's Play. But I could make a more thorough one. Because, like, I kind of want to have some backup stuff for, you know, whatever may happen. What am I forgetting to do here? Do I leave and come? Get out of the way! Do I need the dark key first, then? Is that it? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. One thing I really don't get is that it works by reviewing every transaction ever made. So won't it take longer and longer for each transaction? I really don't know. Like any of the nuances of the cryptocurrency. I'm just hopeful that it'll make it more likely for, you know, for the everyman to be able to... Like, I don't think most people require being like Scrooge McDuck diving into the coins. But like, if you could make yourself an extra, like, couple of grand a month, I think that would probably do it for most people. And I feel like once the crypto game gets hot and heavy, that might be, well, some people have already made some crazy money on it. It's just a matter of knowing when to get out. If you get into Bitcoin around, you know, well, if it was at its peak and you put, like, your house mortgage in, you would have jolly well screwed yourself pretty good. Please be nice to Karen. Okay, I'm gonna go to that tower. Karen at the front of the party, or does it matter? It would matter for opening locked doors and stuff. Earlier, I was talking to those people and it wasn't, let me use another marble 3. I might just have to go to this tower first. I thought I went to it second. But I might have to come here first, and then they're like, what do you mean it's nighttime? I forget exactly. Or I might have to go here and I get a hint. I don't remember. I don't know, I can get in here now, so let's go. I did unequip the G Tiara, didn't I? Yeah, I did, good. What? You do have to go to the tower. Perfect. Hold up, Marv, I'm looking how to do this. Okay, you do. We are good. We are on the path. Go to my most watched video is the Ace in the Hole vid. It's a very exciting moment when you see, like, which video is, like, your most watched, then watching it grow. Because, like, my third scratch ticket video, the Megabucks one, was, like, the first one that broke, like, 100 views, and I'm like, I might be onto something here with, like, the scratch ticket thing. Then my 100 times multiplier ones, I think, is my best one to date for my scratch tickets, which is pushing 3,000. But my multi-millionaire one's, like, accumulating pretty well. I think a lot of it with the scratch ticket videos, honestly, are, like, the names. Because it's like multi-millionaire, it's doing well. 100 times multiplier, it's doing well. Anything that sounds like you won a jackpot, I feel like those make better videos. Now, those also have the most dislikes, just because of the way I phrase the video, because I'm like, clickbait or whatever at the end. But it's like, I don't know if it's clickbait until I scratch the ticket. I might have won 10,000, I don't know yet. See, so the best part of Scrooge is how the Beagle Boys would try to dive into the coins and just eat shit. Yeah, I've heard about that. Because there's some sort of secret technique. Might have just been the comics. Yeah, I don't know if that was actually in the cartoon or not, but I did hear about that. Like, I mean, above and beyond, like, Peter Griffin trying to dive into the coins, that one episode of Family Guy, and he just gets mangled. Yeah, I remember that I played DuckTales in the NES. Oh, that was a great game. DuckTales in the NES. Yeah, freaked out when I saw it was at 400. Yeah, no doubt. 50 Cent, the singer, let fans purchase his album Animal Ambition for just a fraction of a Bitcoin in 2014. When its price hovered around 662, the rapper making 700 Bitcoin from sales. 50 Cent's Bitcoin stash day is worth between 7 million and 8.5 million. Hot damn. That was a good idea on his part. He had some forward thinking with that. Because, yeah, anyone who bought into Bitcoin, even, like, at the start of 2017, would have been doing alright. If you're the legendary hero, I'll give you my treasure. Climb the tower to meet the ghost and prove your worth. Fine, then I will. I'm guessing you're blocking said treasure. Is that... That's where I came up. And then I think this left one is a treasure. 2 treasures, my apologies, I was wrong, sort of. Beast and life. Yeah, it was a hard game though, kinda, and yes, you are on the right track. Continue up the tower. Onward ho! Never did play DuckTales 2. Well, for one, I didn't know it existed for years. And by the time I did, it was, like, turbo expensive. Although it might be in some sort of, like, Disney pack now. I don't remember if it actually is, or I was watching a podcast where they're like, it should be. Not like you can't just emulate it, but... And I'm sure it's still pretty good, like, it's like DuckTales. I haven't played it in so long. It's been ages. There's nothing this way, is there? Nope. Not really. KJ, have you played the DuckTales remake? I haven't. I seem to remember hearing it was pretty good, but not the same as the original. And there being some issues that stemmed from it. But I forget what I had heard. It's probably worth a playthrough. Like, for how good DuckTales was. I'm sure I would like the remaster just fine. Do I have to? Probably. No, I don't. That was the right way. Right in the get all the treasure fashion. Which one has the herb? There it is. He couldn't have just not had a chest there. Have to put an herb in it. And a horn hat. I think that's for the guy with horns. So I could look at it and find out. How much more space do I have? Not much. No, everyone can equip it. Who can equip it? Everyone but the girl. You can have it. Goodness. Yeah, you can still have it, I'm okay with that. It's great hearing the original voice actors again. Oh, cool. I didn't know it had the DuckTales actors in it. I forget that these games would have voice acting nowadays. Ooh, another golden slime. Another G slime. I presume it's gold. Although you never know with Breath of Fire. Like this version... Well, like this SNES version is pretty, like, it's not the greatest at abbreviating, like, for instance, you know, a beast and a bolt stun, I guess that would be. But, like, I don't know, I'm guessing. Let's use some herbs so we have room in our inventory again. Like, I kind of want to sell some of this stuff. Because I'm going to want money for the flea market. Or maybe it's gay slime. It could be. I just didn't question its orientation. You only see it hanging out with other slimes like it. You might be onto something there. And these are just the same. Or they're not. Oh, not at all. Let's turn around the... Forget that. I'm using a marble again. Yeah, Breath of Fire 2 is pretty bad when it comes to its abbreviations. However, I plan on playing the retranslated version for you guys. Which is quite helpful as far as that's concerned. There's, I think, one instance where the fellow who translated it found out about a specific naming convention that just never made it from Japan. And he was so impressed finding it out, he did leave abbreviated stuff for this one part. But the rest of the game, he's like, nope, these are all words. And there's some name changes that don't immediately make sense unless you have some context. That headgear is actually pretty damn good. I mean, I guess it makes sense you can't wear a turban. Or yes, you can. Makes you a lot faster. Yeah, you can. Here you go. Merry Christmas. I think we're on to something here. I'll be getting all kinds of moolah. Yeah, I guess I just kind of needed to do some streaming, like I was getting kind of, like, cranky in my real life. Like, I was just having to, like I was saying, my car was acting up, and just, you know, blah, blah, blah. Stuff was bothering me. Now that I've been online for a bit, I'm like, I feel great. I'm, like, addicted now. If it wasn't clear before, I am addicted at this point. I might do, like, a 1 year of uploads, like, sort of video. We'll see if I have the technical savvy to do what I want. But I mostly want to be like, these are my thoughts for the year, and here's the skit at the end. And we'll see how it goes. How I'm envisioning it in my mind is funny. It may not come across as funny, but we'll see. If it's not funny enough, it might make the news, and then I'll get billions of subscribers. It could be that only dragons could enter here, but since the light key was stolen, things have changed. Let's fight! Alright. I think this is Cloud Strife. Yeah. The one and only. Yeah, you can't do magic yet. You can't use the special power. So yeah, you go ahead and attack up Karn, you just keep frying away. It gets around this point where Bo's usefulness starts to drop off a bit. But then his usefulness kind of spikes way up. Like all kind of at once. I don't want to get too in-depth about it. I'm going to talk about these things, but then not fill you in. But I just kind of want to leave some of this stuff as a surprise. Just in case you haven't played it. I keep saying it like... I imagine, I don't know, it's probably about a 50-50 spread in the chat for people who've played it who haven't. Which is cool, if I'm introducing some people to the series that I cherish so much. Yeah, I think even this episode we'll probably get our second dragon upgrade. Yeah, I don't think it's terribly far from it. Attack. Then I'll just get Bo to do, like, bee stuns and stuff. Stanley, okay, can definitely recommend this movie. It was very good. It was, ah, cool. You'd like it. It focuses on the art aspect of Kung Fu, not just fighting. Oh, cool. Yeah, I might have to check that out. Cloud McFox, yeah. I see what you did there. I did Bruce Lee. The WWE The Dragon movie, I think I can remember that. If I just say it like that, I will remember. Oh yeah, you can revive people now with, well, renew people. You can't, it doesn't revive so much. Can I stack attack? I don't think that works like that. Let's give it a spin, however. By the way, you can kind of use different dragons to do more damage depending on what they're weak to. There's some rare instances where it would Like, it would make a difference, but it's not overly crucial that you do it. Because the dragon hits really hard no matter what, so... I paid absolutely no attention to whether or not this missed or not. So let's try it again. And see if I can't pay attention this time. Didn't say it missed, but I'm not convinced it worked. No, it definitely didn't at 19. Well, you use the E key then, and you attack up Bo, who should do 30 damage now, ish. The reason I say that is it might be beneficial to use the Snow Dragon here. But I'm just not going to. Because I can't stress enough how overpowered the dragon transformations are in this game. Now, your first time through, you might not get some of them. Like, the first one's pretty obvious, but it takes so long to kill the guy, you might think, come back here later. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Oh, it's called Birth of the Dragon. Good, WWE Studios movie. Ah, Big Snoop. Time to sleep, my man. See you soon. Take care and check it out. ASICPC. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out, Big Snoop. Thanks for letting me know. You got me curious about that now. I kind of forgot that Ethereum mining was a thing. And if you can mine one a day, even if I could just get one a day, that would be worth it. Yeah, it's good to be feeling better, for the stream to be streaming. I got an updated driver, so it seems to be working alright. Jump Kane, oh, wait, wrong game. Birth of the Dragon, good WWE Studios movie. Good work, please take this key. Find Lieutenant Key to complete the pair. So, we're about to get the Donkey Kong key. Then we'll get the Lieutenant Key afterwards. So, you may not have noticed, but in the area of Bleak, it's always nighttime, and it was because of that key. And now, if I want it to be nighttime, I can just use that key. Spoiler alert, the light key does something similar. I'll leave it to you to figure out what. Is there actually no monsters here now that there's light? So that's not exactly how it works. Although there was a lot of, like, shadow monsters. Things of that nature. I also have a couple days off, too, so I think don't mind my non-sequitur. But... I'm just thinking. Because I felt really defeated yesterday. Because I was tinkering with my laptop, like I was saying, and I couldn't get it to work the way I wanted either, so it's like, ah! But now, like, half my issues are gone. But I called my mechanic, and their phone's disconnected, so... I'll figure that out in the morning. Not that that's even a huge deal. If I went outside tomorrow and my car wouldn't turn on, I could walk to work. So, like, really, I don't need a car. I'm a spoiled brat and like having one. What's in this? Well done. You're a true hero. Please take this with my thanks. Oh, it's the mirror. Right. That's how you talk to, yeah, Ross's wife. Whoever Ross probably marries in Friends. I wasn't a Friends guy, I was a Seinfeld guy. Do we have opinions in the chat? Friends, Seinfeld? I don't want to break out into, like, an all-out war. But, if there's opinions. I was always a Seinfeld guy. I could never quite get into Friends. I find the older I get, the more I like Seinfeld. Although maybe I'd feel that way about Friends if I were to watch it now. Yeah, light key. What could it be? What could the light key do? I guess we'll never know. Key makes it rain mustard. I want a key like that. If for no other reason than just the novelty of something so crazy. I would have liked that ticket to have multiplied one of my lines by a mustard raining key. bloody well unique, I'll say that much. Never heard tell of one. KJ, how about Curb Your Enthusiasm? I know I would like Curb Your Enthusiasm if I allowed myself to get hooked on it. But, like, the odd episode of it that I saw, it was like... Because Larry David's is George. I didn't have an appreciation for, like, how good of an impression Jason Alexander did of Larry David until I saw Larry David be himself. It's like, George knocked it out of the park. But yeah, I'm into Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's one I should catch up on. Is that on Netflix? Because if it is, I could watch it quite easily, and probably should. If not, I could probably find it elsewhere. We're gonna get new battle music soon, I hope you're ready. Not the next fight, but the fight after. Not quite. There's some boss fights. I'll mention it again soon, just to be like, look at what I remembered in the game. Then I'm gonna tell you an anecdote about the last time I recorded this, like 4 years ago. Oh, this is... Even though this obviously debuted in Breath of Fire 1, this is the Breath of Fire 2 music to me. Oh, and I'm getting the goosebumps listening to this song. It's giving me the... I can feel the tears in my eyes, like it's just... Song gives me the chills. Karn raises the mirror and the ghost of Ross's wife appears. Elena. What am I gonna do? Do you really think giving up the key will help our daughter? You're right. Once they get the key, it will only get worse. No, you'd come to your senses. You're strong-willed. I must go now. Peace. Who says peace to their lover? Like I get saying, like, peace, or whatever, like, I'm not opposed to that, but you just were reunited with your living husband. You talk for about a minute, and you're like, I gotta go back to flying through the cosmos. Peace. Just, I don't know, farewell, I love you, I don't know. Not peace. I've come to my senses at last. Tell my daughter I was wrong. Why has she not come up yet, is my question. I opened the door for her, and she's like, what do I do? That's how she got stuck there to begin with. She was just behind a pillar, and Ross locked her in, and then left her there. My father changed his mind. Now the dragons are coming for the key. Will you help us send the dark dragons away? Yes. Thank you. Scrubby Fred. Yeah, new battle music? Neat. Okay. It's not... don't think it's on Netflix. Okay. I knew they really had a neighbor named Kramer. I didn't know about the contest, though, that was, like, actually a thing they did. Gotta go to that Super Bowl. Yeah, put your hot dogs up in the air. Yeah, that would be the Super Bowl to get. How I Met Your Mother was a good show. I've heard all sorts of good things about it. Yeah, peace out, bro. Peace out. Peace. Yet. As you fly up into the cosmos. Hey, David Parker, welcome back. You live. Well, I do too, apparently. I had been fairly sick the past week, and yesterday my stream wouldn't stream, so I was getting kind of bent out of shape, but I'm better now. What about saying deuces? Like in what context? Like dropping a deuce? Or like deuces wild? I don't leave and be like deuces, if I didn't know that was like a turn of phrase. Well, apparently Lieutenant Key is at the top of this tower, and he is ours. But first, let's grab all these treasures. 4 of them are probably herbs. Do I have enough space for all this stuff? I sincerely doubt it. I might be able to combine some of this, though. Well, let's just pick stuff up until I can't anymore, then go sell. Herb. Carrington. I seriously can't combine those? Are you serious right now? Seriously? I can't. Yeah, I guess. I guess that was the case. Anyway, let's sell some stuff. I don't think I, like, really want to sell stuff at the flea market. I think you're better off selling everything you can sell. Then they actually will come to you with stuff you want. Or put it, like, in the bank. You don't have to sell it necessarily, but... So let's do a bunch of that. Mr. Dizzle, okay, I'm back now. LOL, I know no one missed me. David Barker, glad you're better, and I saw that. I was like, Harv did a 20-minute stream? Why? I think, like, for it being a 20-minute stream, it got, like, alright viewership. I think anyone that saw it is like, the hell's this? Like, just checked it out. But I'd rather have a long stream where I'm, like, chatting and stuff. If I have any say in the matter. I don't think I need this pouch anymore, so let's sell it. A visor can go. Skull hats can definitely go. They're probably cursed. I'm not sure, but probably. How much does this sell for? 11,000. I'm gonna hold on to that, because I might be able to sell that for more. I'll need to trade that soon. Oh, those sell for 55? Instead of 65? Throw dagger... I don't know, I want to keep one of these hats. Not the icy one. I'll also sell the dress. And this Proton B, which I'll never ever use. I think I have a W antler in the bank. I forget. This can go. This nice hat can also go. That should be enough space, at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, probably. Is there actually not a bank here? There might not be. Unless this is the bank. Probably is. Oh, this is the jail cell. Chris, no, Deuce, this is like putting up two fingers like peace. Oh, okay. His streak continues like Asuka's streak. I know this was part Porn Stars, part RPG game. Oh yeah, it is. You can get, like, some of the best stuff in the game in the flea market. It doesn't come up very often. But in my, whatever part it was that I did last time, I know I at least got the Dark Dagger. Although it might not have been the first episode, I forget. I actually researched it then, and kind of forgot that I would be doing that part tonight. Like, what I'll probably do is, before I do it, is bring up the FAQ for it. Oh yeah, I want to go up. Because I might not be able to get it yet. Might want something else instead. I forget. It escapes me at the moment. Hey, Dart. Is Dart still here? I found him in a chest. How many of those were herbs? 5 of them? Plus a dart, which is probably actually not bad for you. Yeah, that's pretty good. 91 attack compared to... Yeah, like your well, your attack's pretty good. It'll be way better before long. I might be able to put the king key away. I don't think it counts as one of the 6 keys. Because we got the E key, then we got the light and the dark key. We're about to get the light key. Then we got the E... No, it's just... Must just be key. This key will open... Oh, the cave. This key can operate the stone robot. Yeah, because there's a sky key... I forget now. What's the over-under on this being a herb? I'm gonna say 10% chance it's a herb. I'm gonna guess it's a cure. No, it was an F stun. I was completely wrong. When in doubt, guess an herb. Ah, it's really hot up here. So, obviously touch the light bulb. Because that's a good idea. Yeah, sell everything. I'm gonna have to sell a lot of this stuff. I like how episode 20 went. Check it out when you have time, Harv. Yeah, I'll have to, Coda. Post it to the Discord if you haven't already. Ah, what just happened? Hey, Kate. Long night, Darren is catching up to me. Street is still going, as you know, but I'm rolling over. Right on, Kate. Thanks for stopping in, and have yourself a good sleep, and I'll see you around. Yeah, 5 out of 8 were herbs. Yeah, what you talking about? I put my savings in jail. So long as they just don't find them, that's the main thing. There, now we have both the keys, so if you... I'm not sure if there's a necessity for it to be... That's not true, there totally is another time you need it to be dark. At least once, maybe twice, so forget it. That's one mechanic that I feel like was underutilized in Breath of Fire, because 1 and 2 had it, and it kinda used it, but then 3 and 4 came about, and they're just like, eh. Like, it's not necessary, but I thought it was neat. I can't think of another RPG before this off the top of my head that did the day-night thing. I'm sure there was one, but I can't think of one. I already beat you to it. Got the... Well, I was gonna blame it on having a thief in the party, but that doesn't even matter. I would have done that anyway. See, isn't this obnoxious, this whole town being made of, like, solid gold? Well, solid enough gold. I don't see footprints in the ground, so it can't be that solid. But it's probably, you know, a good 18 carats. Ross told me about you. I'd like to sail, but the dragon's blocked the way. Oh yeah, let's, what did I not want to sell for some reason? Most of it. Like, I don't need... I need to start using herbs. Because like I said, there's no shortage. And I'm gonna need the... I'll have enough space for right now. If not, I'll make space. You can throw stuff away. Hi, Dark Dragons. How are you? What have you got there? Lieutenant Key. David, I bought Wild Arms 3 off the PS Store, completely forgetting that the flea hour at the 15-hour mark, I just lose all ambition for it. Anyone tried to Cydia Mobile? I have not, and also Wild Arms 3. I don't know if you had popped in since I bought a PS3. I bought one. I haven't downloaded a single solitary thing onto it. But, like, whenever I feel inclined to play the Suikoden games, for instance, I'll just download them. And say, like, Dino Crisis, I'll just download it. And a handful of games. I haven't even looked at the shop. I should look at the shop once my car paid off and I get paid again. Then look at the shop. Because I'm going to be tied up at least until April. Raining mustard from an amber sky. Cecil, Simon's Quest is a horrible night for a curse. I seem to remember most of their nights being a horrible night for a curse. Great for farming hearts, though. Yeah, love the Simon's Quest reference. I'll have to take this off your hands. Good luck. Good luck with that. Best of luck to ye. Hey, it's Archer from the TV show Archer. Let's get him. The E key is starting to get obsolete. But I want to... Well, when the music changes, I want to say that's probably about halfway through the game. And we're almost halfway through the game. In that instance. Is there ever a good night for a curse? It depends who's being cursed, I suppose. Like, me personally, I don't think it's ever a good night for a curse. It depends who's getting cursed. It's never good for the curse-e, I reckon. Is there ever a good night for the curse, Chris? Yes. Fair enough. So maybe I kind of overkilled these dudes a little. But now I can use some acorns, give myself more space. Because there's probably a good 5 battles left? I want to say. Because we gotta raid the ship. Ross is no, we don't. How the hell? What? I'm confused right now, but this will become clear. He'll soon know the wrath of the Dark Dragons. Ah, you sunk my battleship. It wasn't a battleship. What do you expect out of a gold ship? We'll release you for now, but we'll be keeping an eye on you. You died, though. Good luck with that. Enrique, how's it going? What, halfway already? Around half, yeah. Not quite half, but about half. Once the battle music changes, which will be in like 20 minutes, we're about half. Look at what that last blast did to the ship. You can get to the main camp by going around the North Peninsula. Oh yes. If we move the rock that blocks the North Cave, we'll surprise them. I'll give you the gunpowder to blast the rock if you give me the G-bar. Well, here you go. I have a G-bar, damn it. Yes. There we go. So there, now we just go, get that other ship. And I can use marbles along the way. I kinda want to buy some marble ones, but it's a little early. A little early for that yet. Be jumping the gun. Because if I were to find some decent item in the flea market and I couldn't afford it, I would be distraught. I'd get over it, but I would temporarily... My heart would be wrenched. You'd think Hardware Harv's heart would always be wrenched, but... On MegaHarv, it's different. Like, that's just the type of guy I am. Like, I have the it's... MegaHarv's me, pretty well me, but then Hardware Harv, who's me, but I make a point to have certain idiosyncrasies that I don't have. Just because, I don't know. Seems like the thing to do. Because I'm not a handy guy, at all. Not one bit. I didn't even mean to do that. But seriously. Oh yeah, I was gonna use acorns and stuff. Didn't need to, but did. A good curse is called a blessing. I suppose that would be the case. Curses are like a box of chocolates. You'll never know what you'll get. Chris, I just beat Mega Man 4. It was a pain in the arse. Mega Man 4 was a pain in the arse. I found... Like, 1 has, like, a certain, like, difficulty curve. Like, basically, if you can get past the Yellow Devil, you can beat it. But I found Mega Man 4 to be just, like... Of the core 6, is probably, like... the most legitimately hard, fair one. Because 1 was difficult, but it was the first one, so it was kind of rough. Then 2 was difficult, but I'd say 4 is the hardest of the main 6. Most intentionally difficult. I think there's nothing in here. Even though it really looks like something should be here. I guess it's just a background. Like, that's its purpose. You're at a port. There should be a... You know... Whatever that thing's called. Little hut. It's not the word I was looking for, but the hut. Spearman! Is he gonna be in Mega Man 11's? Good old Spearman? May as well just keep being a dragon. Make this go by quickly. Kodo, why do you want a G bar? Don't they have G streets, G houses, even G water? They do. I've kind of wondered that too. It's like, why don't you, like, it's not like gold is hard, really. You could just, you know, chip a corner of the like, the port off. Then that would be good. Like, there's gotta be some corner you could gnaw off. Curses are like an STD. You never know which partner is carrying it. No, you... True words. David, I almost miss old games that abbreviated item names. It's fun to, like, riff on them. Which I will be... Well, I was gonna say, which I will be doing for Breath of Fire 2. But I'm gonna be playing the retranslated version, so I won't so much. So I gotta get it out of my system here. Although maybe I could just play the normal version and do, like, the retranslated one separate, but I doubt it. I doubt that's what I'll do. I also have it in my head that eventually I'll just do a regular Let's Play of Breath of Fire 2 still. I don't know why I would even bother, but I haven't completely given up on the idea. Give that a few more years. Maybe I'll give that 4 years and be like, there, now this one's done. Cecil Nix. I can't tell if I've just become Cecil Nix or if he has become me. You have become each other. KJ, I think Mega Man 1 and 9 are the hardest. 9 is pretty hard. Now you mention it. 9 and 10, too, I was out. Well, when I was playing 10, I was, what? Streaming for 11 hours at that point. And I chose Proto Man, and I was too stubborn to go back and be Mega Man. Even though it ended up taking me way longer. But I also discovered that I can't stream for more than 11 hours, 55 minutes, and 2 seconds without YouTube cutting the stream off. Like, I mean, I can stream that long, but after that, YouTube won't, like, save it. Although I feel like it's better for the analytics to have, like, 15-hour videos worth of analytics crammed into a 12-hour video. I think there's something to that. But you also gotta be able to pound out over 12-hour streams, which is not easy. Took me 2 days to beat Wily Part 2. Oh, for Mega Man 4? I was gonna say, yeah, didn't know the drill bombs could detonate. That's what I don't understand about Mega Man 4. Because, like, I beat it on the marathon or whatever, but, like, the time before that I beat Mega Man 4, I'm like, how the hell do you beat Wily? Because I was convinced you needed the Pharaoh shot. Excuse me. But nope, you need to detonate the drill bomb. I beat Mega Man 4 back in the day. I don't remember ever doing that. So, I don't know. I guess I was just in the Berenstein universe that also destroyed First Form Wily, or whichever form, I guess Second Form. First Wily, Second Form Wily with the drill. I can't remember how I started that sentence. I hope that was the other. But anyways, yeah, I don't remember ever doing that. Ass Man, played by Billy Gunn. Guzzled E-Tanks in Mega Man 10. I was so cheap. Yeah, I was dead tired. For sure. Scrubby had a cough? Harv is getting sick. It's more me just purging out the leftovers that are, like, you know, in the bottom of my lungs. Yeah, I was dead tired, and really, once I finished Mega Man 9, I probably should have just ended it. But I'm like, well, I beat Legacy 1 last night. Gotta beat Legacy 2 tonight, because I'm completely crazy. What's my problem here? Let's just keep doing these. Yeah, Pharaoh was last Wily. I remembered that too, but I thought it was both. But I don't know, apparently I did it because I beat it back in the day. But it's just so weird that I would forget that so hard that I would have to look up how to beat it again. It's like, how did I beat it the first time? I remember having tons of trouble with Mega Man 4 when I was little, but then I beat it in the Anniversary Collection, for sure. But when I played the Legacy Collection on the DS, that's when I got stuck. So yeah, let's keep using some acorns. Yeah, Mega Man 4 was why they created the M-Tanks. They're a welcome addition. Although they could have made them recover, you know, everything a little faster. I think some of them, everything, like, refills quickly. 4, I don't think, is one of them. 4, I seem to remember the tanks refilling very quickly. Or very slowly, I'm sorry. Cage, I don't understand how Mega Man Legacy Collections take up so much space. I don't know either. Especially the first one. Like, it's 6 NES games. That should be what? 64 MB tops? They're like what? How many? Were they even? They weren't even an MB, were they? Was it more like 8 MB? I forget. I just heard 8 bits, so I was like, MB? Anyways. Yeah, eventually we'll get back to, no, X7, X8. When I feel so, But I feel like my computer is up for the task again. Or if I ever get my laptop working properly. Or if I ever just upgrade the graphics card. I don't know. There's lots of tinkering I can do yet. Hey Tim, how's it going? Harv lives, the stream lives. Go figure, eh? What a novelty this is. Yeah, dare I say this has gone without a hitch? Like, the stream, buddy. It's been, I don't even think it's hiccuped. It's going to, now that I've said that. But up until now... Well, it turned out that I needed to... I think I said right before I left that I needed to download like a driver. And it turned out I needed to download like a half-gig driver. Now it seems to work good. Well. Works well, good. Yeah, it's like the squid, the hentai monster. For reasons that I probably don't even have to explain right now. So yeah, let's just keep doing this strategy. It's working out. Legacy 2 is like 6 GB somehow. Oh, it's on a Blu-ray though. Oh, you could use wire on Wily as well, or the Mega Burst Buster. I might have used wire. Because I don't think I used the Mega Buster. Attack up, yes. These squids might be weak to snow. If they are, I did it in my last playthrough. In all honesty, if you're looking to cheese the game, my old playthrough... No, these ones are weak to thunder. Never mind. My old playthrough, I remember the, like, nuances of the game better than this playthrough. Squid got mad. I'm gonna heal even though I think it's too late. Or the squid's too fast. No, he's not. Okay. Oh, you're gonna hit everybody, aren't you? Yeah, look at you. Look at you hitting everybody. Like the damn dirty squid that you are. Well, in which case... Heal yourself, Nina. So you need those experiences. All of them. Ruby Fed. I'll be joining the Discord tomorrow. Crappy Wi-Fi at the current moment. Oh, right on. It'll... Links in the description. Just, yeah, join it at your leisure. We get chatting sometimes. Usually it's just me being like, I'm gonna upload in like 15 minutes. But sometimes we have some good chats. Depends what's going on. Okay, you win. Just you wait. My brother will seek revenge. Crash. Crash Man? Or like, from Demolition. No, I'm thinking Axe. I always get that screwed up. It was Axe, Smash... Crush is Bryan Adams. But was he also... Demolition? I thought it was, like, a different guy, but I can't remember anymore. I know Smash is the Repo Man, and numerous other guys. Let's use some herbs. There, even more space, look at that. No need to use it. Wily Part 1 is easy. You just have to count to avoid his 3 fireballs. Last Wily is luck to get him. Yeah, you just gotta have to hope he appears where you want. Yeah, Woodman. Crush was in Demolition. Okay, thank you, Cecil. I keep thinking it's a different guy for some reason. I don't know why I think that. Like, I've always had that problem. Yes. Oh, we're gonna use another acorn. Use another acorn, actually. Keep Bo's attack on the up and up. Don't forget to check these Chester drawers. Get a Vitality Potion or a Vigor Potion or whatever it is, potion. Here you go, here's more Vigor. Vigor means bigger, they say. Who's they? I don't know, I just made it up. So we get like 3 herbs and a Moondrop, acorn. I mean, the acorns are alright. Because it's like, yep, you have another boss to fight, so make sure you have AP for this next fight. Obviously fight in this room with all the explosives. The flammables. Oh, I guess I just go back up and then come back here now. Seemingly. Yeah, then did the Chrono Crush stuff after. Yeah, I'm with you there. Then joined the Nation of Domination. Then formed a biker gang. Then went to WCW and joined the Now. And finally Chronic. Okay, good night, Harv. Good luck on the rest of the stream. Hope to catch you later. You too, Scrubby Fred. Scrubby Fed, thanks for stopping in, and I'll catch you around. Yeah, the Disciples of Apocalypse. Crush, 8-Ball, Chains. The other bald one. Skull and 8-Ball, Chains, and Crush. Then the Los Boricuas, with Jesus, Jose, Savio Vega, and Miguel, I believe? Is that right? I'm pretty sure that's right. Then, like, the new Nation of Domination, which is Farouk. That had a bunch of different people, and it's kind of hard to name any given people. It's like The Rock was in it, Mark Henry was in it, D'Lo Brown was in it, Owen Hart was in it, Ahmed Johnson was in it for, like, a week. Clarence Mason, PG-13 if they count. What did I miss? Did I need to actually just check the explosives? Maybe. It's weird that I'm getting stuck at places like this. Speedy, stop being a menace to society. Good boy. Yeah. Yeah, don't be a menace to society. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, I was on the ball. Speedy, piss off. Okay, there's clearly something that I missed. Oh, I might just have to go back to Aurea. Come to think of it. It doesn't look like there's any secret passages that I missed. Speedy, screw up. Seriously. You're not screwing off, Speedy. I don't appreciate it. I think I might actually do something in a second. No, I'm just wrong. This can't be. I don't know. Try this. If this doesn't work, then I'll walk back. Maybe this is what I did, and I edited it in the old video, and that's why I don't remember this part. I wouldn't rule that out. Yeah, Savio Vega, Miguel Perez, Jesus Castello, and Jose Estrada Jr. I did not know it was Jose Estrada Jr. Look at the memory on you. Because I'm like, I remember their first names, eh. I was gonna say, like, now do that for DOA, but it's like, that's really not that hard. Because it's like the Harris twins is one of them. Two of them. However you want to look at twins. Was Chains Brian Lee? Wrath? I can't remember. Now that I'm thinking about it. Hi, Ross. It worked. Okay, let's go. Yeah, alright. We must work together to protect our village. Zog has the power of the dragon. You should use it to protect people. Yeah, you should, dickhead. Our crew has 4 members. Let's go. Wait! Count me in? Of course, I can't navigate by myself. That'd be good experience. Damn right it would. Wait for me! Ah, you stupid fish. Could you take me with you? Brian Lee was the bulldozer, killdozer, and fake Undertaker. Okay, it was Brian Lee. Okay, cool. Did I say Kama Mustafa, Godfather? I actually did forget to mention them with the Nation of Domination. Kama Mustafa. Brian Lee was the bulldozer, killdozer, and fake Undertaker. I remembered him being the fake Undertaker. Not the other two, though. Oh, Brian Clark was Wrath. Okay, gotcha. Okay. I was getting that screwed up. And also did team with Brian Adams, but in WCW as Chronic. Too many Brians. All 3 of them. Oh yeah, Ron and Don Harris was also creative control in WCW. And doesn't legend have it that they beat the ever-loving shit out of Shawn Michaels? And then they use the... Not like we were there, but like, word on the street was that like a bunch of Marines beat up Shawn Michaels one time, but it was like actually the Harris twins that did it. Oh, we can tag along if we want to? Thank you, I won't be a burden. I promise. Hoist the mainsail. The main reason why I bring that up is because I remember reading, I think it was Michael's first book, Heartbreak and Triumph, and there's like, there was this out-of-context line that he mentions where he's seemed really surprised that the Harris twins had his back about something, which kind of lended me to believe that they beat the hell out of him. They might just beat the hell out of him another time. He was a dick back then. Oh, my mistake. Sean totally got beat up by the Marines and not the Harrises. My apologizes. Stop this vessel right now, scalawags. Go be chill out. Uh-oh. I'm on the wrong ship. I remember giving him Goofy's voice. Captain, let's attack. There's too many. We should retreat. But if we retreat, what will happen to Aurea? Nothing good. There's 3 of them. Ah, crap. 20 Syracuse street thugs. My, yeah. Too bad this is the only game you get a fishman as a party member. Yeah, it is too, isn't it? I'm trying to think, but you're totally right about that. Because, like, the Manillo character is, like, a merchant in the rest of them, but you never play as another one. That's weird, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, there's nothing even, like, close to a fish. I think it's, like, snake people, but that's not fish. You dirty rat, you beat my brother! Oh, give me the key or else. There's gunpowder on the ship. Let's detonate it and escape. Cut, front, detonate. Anyone catch that reference? We'll go down with the ship. Going down with the ship is just a little cliche for me. Thank you. Come on, mateys. Let's stop them. So there's a few more than 5 fights, apparently. We won't even be doing the 5 boss Charlie. Next episode will probably be the 5 boss Charlie. And you just attacked the spearman. The closest would be the frog in the second one. Yeah, you would be. Hey, Jopa, how's it going? Welcome back to Breath of Fire, among other things. Let's kill this one, and then E key. Let's keep at it. Yeah, soon there's gonna be... I don't know how long I will wind up flea marketing, but I disproportionately enjoy the flea market experience in this game. I think it was because I played the game for years, didn't realize it was a thing, then found out after that it was. So I'm like, oh, that's so cool! Anytime in a game where I find out about, like, something that was in the game years later. It's like, oh, it's like downloadable content before downloadable content was a thing. Because back then, before we had the internet, our downloadable content was the content we missed. Attack! What attacking? There's gonna be a rumble tonight. I wish I knew more of the song. Whichever rumble that one was for. There's the one, the Batista one, 2005, was it? I'm really bad with dates. I'm like, I remember that things happened, I don't know when. Hey, Jopo, I've been super busy. People have an issue keeping their job. Oh, gotcha. Worked like 52 hours at one job, 44 at the other. Good lord. For 3 weeks, but it makes me look valuable. Oh, damn right, and you're... Bet your pocketbook's not too mad at this development either. Well, good on you, working your arse off. Pay them bills, get that swag, all that stuff. Why is this not working? There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's some mad overtime. Let's use another E key. Could probably just team up on this archer, and the E key and Karn will probably take it. Yeah. It worked. Oh yeah, plus Plus Uber a little too, like 900 a week. No complaints there. Good lord. 900 a week overall. That's a pretty, well... My neck of the woods, that's a pretty good pay. I got, like, before I went part-time, I wouldn't make that. We have you now. You'll know our wrath, Brian Clark. I guess I was a little early with the Brian Clark reference. Give Hero another acorn. One more. Yeah, you just electrify this particular archer. Yeah, not tomorrow, but the next day I'll get my first part-time paycheck. I'm curious how that's gonna look. I think it'll be enough, and if it is, I'm not gonna pick up a whole lot of shifts. Unless I decide I want something specific. The hell am I doing right now? Just throwing acorns at people. Bo can also have an acorn. Gonna make the next actual boss battle go more smoothly. I guess I was kind of overkilling it with the, Where will this work? Ah, that's the ticket. Ah, that's no good. I better call that wrong when my grandpa died that day. No, sorry to hear that. Yeah, my, It just reminded me, I'm trying to... Just trying to remember, I think that might have been the same year my dad died. Pretty sure. Summer of 2005. It was around the ECW One Night Stand pay-per-view. That might have been the first pay-per-view I watched after he died, I forget now. I can't keep track anymore. Long time ago. Rent is 500, car is 300. So between those two, 800. Only 2 bills. Yeah, so I need to make good money, plus before I got my second job. Yeah, I've been behind for around a month on everything. I finally caught up. Being behind on bills is so frustrating. Because it feels like it takes 3 times the effort to get caught up than if you were ahead to begin with. That's how it feels to me. Here we go, we fight Octo, I think his name is, just Octo. Yep. He might be weak to Frost. I don't know if he's also weak to Thunder. Anyway, Thunder. I think this hentai fan's wet dream is, I just wanted to say that. I thought I had something contextual to tack on to that, but I lost it after I said what I said. Cure yourself. But finally after this, it will be the end of this boss. This rush. Yeah, I know rent in places, depending on where you live, can be really crazy. Because I stayed with a buddy in... It was downtown Toronto. Like, it was a good location, for sure. But it was, you know, a bit of a run-down, apartment. And it was, like, I think it was $2,400 a month, plus heat and lights. Like, 3 of them lived there. Like, it was a decent-sized place, but... I've never paid that much for an apartment on my own. Let alone split 3 ways. And then if you live uptown in the wrong place, then, like, getting... Parking spots are hell. having a car in a big city is not so bad if you're not like A, if you have a parking space, or B, don't live directly in the city. It's not so bad. Flame on. Yeah, and hope nothing unexpected comes up. Shemok said Triple H went Ebola. Mark Henry Subway sandwich. And Rock almost ate one too. I heard about that. I heard that that was the thing that happened. Yeah, but well, it is because you still continue to pay your current, plus yeah, just need to pay back pay on things you usually it is like you need to use any extra to keep things afloat. Yeah, because I was saying earlier, because like I said, I just went part-time at my job, so naturally, like, something in my car goes. So it's like, okay, how much will this cost? And, like, then I also got sick, which didn't really affect anything, as far as money goes. But I couldn't stream those days, really. Thought I had another bill coming up. I don't know. I don't like unexpected bills, though, that's for sure. We can AEB, this portion. Octo began crying. At least the game's considered enough to take you off of auto battle when they hit their first threshold. Or their only threshold. It's not like any of them have like 2 thresholds per se. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, vagina octopus. Exactly, Coda. And the squid gina that we fought prior to that. Ooh, it had a life too. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me! Star Fox 64. Let's go! It's gonna blow. Kokomo Joe. Don't leave me alone. There isn't much time. That reminds me, that was something my grandfather used to say a lot. He'd be like, how about alone? I don't mean leave me alone. Or he'd walk up behind you and he'd pat your back and he'd be like, guess who's back? Be like, my back. Hang on. I thought Nina couldn't swim. Not that she has a hell of a lot of choice at this point. Rant and cable is 500 total. That would be pretty decent. Jun Zero, how you doing? I'm sorry, they're looking pretty nonchalant about being in the ocean. Yeah, we're just standing in the ocean. What? Booty! Now that was dynamite. What? Everyone's just like, the hell is going on right now? Gobi's just losing his mind. Now I guess we're going, that's supposed to simulate a whirlpool. This doesn't work, don't blame me, okay? Everyone, you're out of your mind! As if they all said that in unison. Next battle we fight now will have the new boss music. I didn't expect such a big explosion. We were lucky to survive. This next part's kind of annoying though. I should have put all my money in the bank. I wasn't really thinking about that. Because it's very easy to lose all your money right here. Prima is at the bottom of the sea, near this island. Oh, that's where the strategy guides come from. You need the gills in order to breathe underwater. I'll sell it to you for... No. Listen, I'm your last chance here. No one else is gonna help. Sell it... No. Anyway, you can't. You don't have enough cash. I'll take what you've got and loan you the rest, okay? Yeah, whatever.